Live from the WesternUnion.com VIP Lounge.
In the WesternUnion.com VIP Lounge, y'all, Alan Stone. Nice. Nice. Thank you. It's good to have you, man.
Thanks for having me.
God, you know, I have to really quick because I'm going to forget my partner, Sandy. So we do the morning show on the radio station, but my partner, Sandy, was actually in the audience when you played Conan last week. Her friend.
Okay, yes, last week I did play
You
Conan.
blanked out so hard, I didn't know if I... That was Conan.
Yeah, I don't even know whose pants I'm wearing right now.
Has it been that rough on the road?
No, it's not rough. I've just been on the road for like 5 years, so it's...
Has it been that long?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Star is late. Star 101. No, I'm just kidding.
Just show after show after show after show?
Yeah, we do about 200 a year. For the last at least 4 years, we've done close to that.
Are you able to maintain any sort of social relationship with a significant other?
I'm extremely anxiety-riven in social situations.
Okay.
This is making me really nervous.
We actually made up a word on the show. It's anxietus.
Anxietus.
That's the word we use.
I like that.
It's a nice workaround.
I'm going to get a tattoo on my wrist of that word.
And you're from a really small town. Like
really small.
Crazy small.
Like village.
2,500 people?
1,000.
1,000 people.
One stoplight.
Okay. Do you ever get home?
Yeah.
How often?
A weekend every couple months.
Are you able to still go back and hang out with your friends, or does it become like, hey, Alan's in town?
You're my only friend.
Am I?
Yeah.
Right here, right now?
Right now.
But in San Francisco, I'm talking about name of the town again? Starts with
Chihuila's the name of the town.
Chihuila.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's a hot sauce we use here in the Bay.
It is. Delicious.
Am I right?
Uh-huh.
When you go home, do they like break out the guitar and all of a sudden you have to do a show? Because I know people that are famous, they go home and then a microphone just shows up in the garage.
Is there a famous person here?
Man, you have like thousands and thousands and thousands more Twitter followers than I do. So you're the most famous person on this stage right now.
Twitter makes you famous nowadays, I guess, huh?
I don't know, man. I read somewhere that you might be a Twitter addict, so or recovering.
No, I just like to mess with people on Twitter.
Do you get to go home and be yourself? Is my question.
Yes, totally. I split time between Seattle and Chihuila, and well, not Chihuila. I have a cabin like on a lake about 10 miles out.
Chihuila's too big and overwhelming.
No, it's just there's not a lake there. Yeah. But no, they try. Sometimes like I'll show up at the local watering hole and they'll try to make me get up on the mic and sing.
They do. They make you get up.
Oh yeah, and I'll just wail, and it's fun actually.
And everybody runs over to watch you play. They run back in from the fields.
Oh my God! Call the local news. We don't have local news. Call
the paper. Morse code.
Morse code. Call Hillary Clinton.
So I grew up in a small town too, and one of the things that I remember is like you either can't imagine leaving or can't wait to get the heck out of there. Is that how it is in Chihuila?
Yeah, initially it was definitely can't wait to get out of here.
Yeah.
I moved to Seattle when I was like 19.
Okay.
And was there. I'm 28 now, so
Sure.
I just recently got a cabin back in the area. It was just after being on the road for 4.5 years. You're always in the city.
Sure.
And so when you get off the road, I would go back to Seattle and just go as fast as I would always go on the road, which isn't very good for anyone's health, by the way. And so yeah, I kind of needed to get back to my center and my roots and slow down a little bit.
Have you tricked out the cabin at all, or is it one of those things where there's no one running water and no electricity, no TV?
It's not like cabin in your typical like Jack Kerouac definition. It's got power and electric. Okay. I got an ice maker in my refrigerator.
So you're more Lake Tahoe than Big Sur, basically, is what you're saying?
I would say more like Big Sur than Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
But more sparkly, frilly costumes than
lots of bedazzling. I like it. Let's get to the music for 1 second.
Okay.
Because
this is going great.
So at some point when you were growing up, your life changed a little bit. You got a hold of some music, and I read somewhere that it was a Stevie Wonder album that kind of opened it all up for you.
Yeah, Inner Visions by Stevie Wonder.
What did that do for you?
I think that I was raised. My father was a minister, and I was pretty restricted in the music that I was shown by my folks. They really only listened to like contemporary Christian music, and
Okay.
so for me, getting a hold of Stevie Wonder, I think, just opened my eyes to a library and a wealth of music that was that I didn't know about.
Sure.
First and foremost, and I think that also had influenced a lot of the stuff that I was hearing from my friends. Like my friends were really into the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Cake when I was real young, and you know, both those bands, the rhythm section is really what holds it all together. And I think coming from that, and then hearing the roots of that, which is funk and soul and R&B, it was like, this is what it is. So yeah, I just started dissecting Donny Hathaway and Sly and the Family Stone and Stevie and the Meters and all that
Sure.
good meaty old funk and soul music.
Were there a lot of kids that kind of shared your musical taste, like kind of where you grew up, or were you kind of out on your own with that kind of stuff?
Yeah, no, a lot of the people in where I grew up were into country music.
Sure.
or hip hop.
So you're 19, you hit Seattle, and what's the first thing that you do?
First thing I did when I got to Seattle, let's see, oh man. I probably got a parking ticket. That was probably the first thing I got, because we don't have that in Chihuahua. But yeah, I grabbed my guitar and I played any place that would let me play. I was attempting to just become a musician, whatever that means.
Did you want to be famous and go around the country, or was just like, I need to eat?
It was just it was a desire to, I think growing up in a small town, I wanted to do something different than everybody else. I didn't want to, be a logger or do somebody's taxes or, sell real estate. I wanted to do something out of the ordinary and something crazy, I guess. And so it was more of a burning desire just inside of my own ego.
Sure.
And also, an enormous passion for music. But I had no concept of like how. I'm still trying to figure it out to this day. If anybody has some tips, help me out.
So let's go back to learning to play guitar.
Yeah.
What was the first reason you picked up a guitar?
My dad played guitar.
Okay.
And I had always, I'm an attention whore. And so that seemed like a good way towards getting attention.
Wow, so we are related. you're saying.
Most likely, yeah. And once I had learned a couple chords and mastered the art of like getting people's attention at little middle school parties.
Middle school. So you were like 12?
I was like 10 when
10?
I picked it up.
Okay.
And once I got past that stage, I started listening to like proper good guitar players.
Sure.
Crosby, Stills and Nash and James Taylor and cats who had mastered the art of at least the acoustic guitar.
Mhm.
I play electric guitar now, mostly, but every once in a while, for these kind of things, we do acoustic. And I just garnished a love for it. I had appreciated the craft and the art, and to this day, I'm still trying to get better at it.
Make it perfect.
Yeah.
So it was for the girls, is what you're saying.
It's for the ladies. My ladies.
Very cool. So you're coming up now. There they are back there. What's up, ladies?
Ladies. Digital world.
And I saw that, and this might have been a big break or it might have been something else. I saw that Adam Levine from Maroon 5 tried to sign you to his label and you turned him down. Is that true? And what happened?
Yes. I didn't turn him down. I don't know. I just didn't sign with him.
Okay.
It wasn't like, no, Adam, I'm stepping. It wasn't like that.
Right. What was the thought process on that?
I'm terrified of big business.
Okay.
And so when I signed my record label deal with Capitol Records, I was very meticulous in the wording on the contract and what they got and what I got to maintain. I've been, like I said, touring with this band that I tour with now for about 4 years. We
Sure.
played every continent besides Antarctica, and we've worked our butts off to make people want to champion for my music. And record labels nowadays, because nobody's making that much money
Right.
anymore, because of the streaming pirates. Nobody, record labels want a piece of everything now.
Sure.
Kind of. It's called a 360 deal. And so for me, when I decided not to sign with Adam, it was just because I felt that that the deal that I would be given elsewhere would be more profitable in the long run towards maintaining paying my rent,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
But he's a wonderful man, great man.
No, he's super nice.
Incredible bone features.
And dreamy. Have you seen his abs?
Not up close.
Amazing.
But
Only
I
photos
ate
for me.
salmon with him.
Really?
Good with chopsticks.
This is good info.
Delicate.
I like it. Alan Stone here in the WesternUnion.com VIP Lounge. Of the 3,000 cities that you've played in the last 300 days,
Yeah.
what's your favorite? Give me a couple favorite
Man,
spots.
New
that
Orleans.
People may not, yeah?
Yeah.
Give me one that people may not know is a party town.
Orlando. Turns up. Oh, also Dallas. It goes crazy
Yeah.
for my music. They just louder than anywhere in the world that we've ever played. Utrecht, Holland.
I was going to say, I don't know where that
Or
is.
Utrecht is, I think it's in the Netherlands. Bonkers.
Yeah. So you've been all over the world. Is there a music festival you have yet to hit yet to play a stage that you want to?
We haven't done Lollapalooza.
Okay.
They're not fans of me. We haven't done Jimmy Fallon yet. They're not fans of me. We haven't done Saturday Night Live yet. I don't know if they're not fans of me or if I'm just not famous enough yet. And there's another festival we haven't played yet, but I forget the name of it.
What was your favorite festival to play thus far?
We played Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
Not last year. Maybe last year. And we got the first night 11 p.m. slot.
Sure.
When everybody's just peaking. If you know what I'm saying.
Rhymes with something else, but yeah, they're loving the music.
And it was awesome. It was just a thrill.
Sure.
I think festivals, especially a festival like Bonnaroo, where everybody has to. Coachella, kind of people can rent nice houses and nice hotel rooms around, and they fly in on helicopters, and it's more of a beauty pageant at Coachella. Whereas Bonnaroo, everybody has to camp. There's not a single hotel room within
it's all just mud.
7 hours. It's just all mud. So you're all artists, attendees, production manager. Everybody's on the same platform, and that's great.
Yeah.
There's no clicks. There's no where'd she get that mesh top thing going on? How'd you do your hair so well? Did you bring the solar panels?
How do you do your hair so well?
What's up?
How do you do your hair so well?
This man. This is as I wake up.
Yeah.
And
You
I
woke
come
up
here.
like this? Nice.
I did, actually.
All right.
How's I look in the camera?
It looks fantastic.
What's up?
Better
What's
than
up?
me, the whole thing.
What's up, America?
America.
Love you.
Finally, give me one moment, or so I want to know, because we know famous people get free stuff. What's the coolest
Still
thing?
looking for the famous people around. I'm trying to figure. You keep referring to me as that, but I guarantee you.
Have you had a rock and roll moment
It's
in the
not.
last year, or something cool that you got hooked up with for free?
I got a Chipotle card.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Right? Winning.
Free burrito a day for a year.
How can you not feel good about that? Right? Do you have to warm that up, by the way? Because I ask artists either, and I'll say, how do you warm up the falsetto? And some of them do and some of them don't. Are you the guy that can get up, tousle your hair a little bit?
I
fire it off?
actually had a whistle surgically implanted right there in my esophagus. Always goes. Sometimes you got to grease it up with a little bit of aloe.
Sure, I get it.
But it's been kicking 2 years now.
Aloe is very functional.
It is.
Alan
For a
Stone.
lot of different things.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
Loving the
it.
music, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Alan Stone, one
Thank
more
you
time,
very
you guys.
much. Thank you very much. Love you.
Hey everyone, this is your friend Alan Stone. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more exclusive interviews and live performances right here at 101.3 Rock.